Oh. From a traditional aiki type of attack defense, when I make my opponent go face down, she could roll out of this if she's trained. If I apply a straight arm lock here fast enough, I could stop, but a lot of times my opponent will try to pick their arm up and it becomes a fight. One of the key pieces is to turn the palm down. Now notice if I turn, you can't see her elbow right now, but let's assume her elbow is pointing towards the sky. If I turn her elbow down by turning her palm, this is not effective. But if I keep her elbow facing forward, as I rotate the palm to the ground, it becomes a much tighter lock. Obviously the angle plays a huge difference in causing extra torque and tension, but this key element of controlling the palm and how it impacts the other joints is pretty critical, even in an armbar from the guard in traditional jiu-jitsu. So let's take a look at a guard position with a belly down armbar, and what happens if we don't pay attention to the palm and only grab the wrist, or if we do pay attention to the palm. How does that affect our chances of submission? So just a quick look at arm bars from the guard. Depends on what my opponent's doing. So if she's leaning more to one side, I'll do the arm bar with my body facing up if I'm attacking this same arm. But if her body is more in this direction, I can actually switch to engage a belly down type arm bar. Now, I can hold and try to make this grip as tight as possible, but similar to an omoplata escape, she can begin walking over, and I'm holding her wrist, but she was able to escape, and we'll go back and look at the detail on that real quick. So as my foot comes over and I'm holding her arm, trying to get this arm bar belly down, watch her, before she even rolls out, watch her wrist, her palm is actually going to turn up, which allows the escape. So similar to looking at the specific requirement of holding the palm instead of just the wrist on the ground, very crucial in being able to tighten up your arm bar from this position. So as I get into this position, I'm going to slide my hand up and specifically grab the meat of her palm. I want to hold it to my chest. So as this foot comes over, now remember a minute ago, just holding her wrist, when she started her movement, her palm would turn up. Now I'm preventing that. And go ahead and begin walking if you feel comfortable, but tell me when it hurts.
This is it.
What would happen if you kept walking? I'm not applying the arm bar at the moment, I'm just maintaining lock on the wrist. That's a no-go?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna let it loose a little bit. Go ahead and come through. This is kind of a trap. She thinks she's got out here. All I have to do is start pulling her palm back to engage the different tension across her joints. So let's take a look at that with intentional tightness in the beginning, much less movement. But again, maybe she's trying to pass off of this side, so her body's leaning. I put my foot in the hip. I'm going to secure a belly down arm bar, but I'm grabbing this meat. Here's a tap right here. If she decides to start moving, go ahead and escape.
I don't think I can.
If any attempt, I'm adding a little bit of pressure. Any attempt for her to roll would snap her elbow because this joint is locked. If there's play in this joint, the other joints can move. I've locked downstream. Any movement that she tries to do while I have this stretched and locked is going to snap the elbow. So even the thought of moving, go ahead and start walking.
I don't want to.
She doesn't want
No.
to. It's just too tight, and she can feel that something's going to break. So it's a critical piece. It's not the pressure on the elbow, which obviously finishes it. It's literally don't let the wrist turn over. And how do you secure that? By holding the meat of the palm to your chest. From here, I heard her exhale. It's obviously very painful. Even if I don't have the pressure on the elbow, go ahead and bend your arm some. Yeah, so she feels she can roll out, but this is still too tight. Something's going to give. If you're just holding my wrist, I can rotate. If you're holding
It's
that,
not like a wrist lock grab.
no, it's not a wrist lock, but you are locking this joint,
Okay.
which impacts the rest. And if you're holding this tight, and now I'm stuck where I can't escape. I mean, I feel that I might, so I lean off to the side. I want to start rolling right here, and you don't even have to go belly down. You can stay on your side. Go back to your side. Yeah, just right here. If I can't rotate my arm, I can feel you just slowly starting to add pressure, and I can't turn. So if this joint can't turn, the rest of it becomes locked. Just hold my wrist here. This is tight pressure, but I'm able to move, but hold my palm to your chest. Right here, I want to tap because I can't get comfortable.
So you can actually do it like right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Oh.
But it's controlling the joint, locking this one where the other ones have to kind of obey what this one's doing. Make your joints obey.
Working like
And this is one of the things that I think is important to know. Nogi is excellent in how it translates to old aikijujutsu because there's a lot of wrist grabs.
Yeah.
Here, you almost lose some of that connectivity.
Exactly.
So having a sleeve grip is great for control, but you're not
Freely
controlling.
moving inside there.
But you can utilize all this to get set up, using your legs. I'm trying to pass, and eventually that becomes a much stronger control.
Yeah, and then I can.
Yeah, the double. I'm going to try to fight to get out. If you just bring your knee up here, that is so tight. Just go back to sleeve control.
Here.
Yeah, you're gonna go to omoplata and all that stuff, and I'm gonna try to escape. So I think the Nogi has a definite advantage in the ability to control joints.
Mm-hmm.
The gi has an advantage to be able to keep people tight, and obviously we use it. It's great to choke, but yeah, I mean the validity of you trying to. That right there is tight. Even it's kind of like a little short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull me in. I want this back. I can't turn my palm up to get my elbow back. If you just went back to my sleeve, not even armbar, just controlling. Yeah, I can pull this up now. I can engage and get back here to fight. But when you go palm down, yeah, I can't.
It feels so much stronger too.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be cognizant of that and figure out what I need to do. I definitely don't want, now I can pull back. But if you catch me leaning here and you pivot off to this side and go for a little shorty, just both knees up like you did earlier, yeah, that's tight, yeah. So again, control, there's great control in being able to use material to hold your body, right? Or working up for an arm bar or whatever. But we lose the idea of what it means to hold and control a joint. So even if I went back here, you can turn and fight that. If I know you want to curl that massive bicep, so I don't want you to. I'm not even doing the arm bar. Thank you for taking a look at a principle from an old school jiu-jitsu technique and how it's applicable in the traditional setting as well as modern jiu-jitsu.